So I've got my 16 Pro here, and I'm going to just talk about some of the first impressions, some things I've noticed comparing it to the 15 Pro. And this video is sponsored by Bypass GPT. We'll talk more about that later on. However, I'm Almir, aka MrHtech, and on this channel we make tech simple. So if it's your first time here, do consider subscribing for more tech content down below. Like the video if you like it, and let's check out the iPhone 16 Pro. So like I said, I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro for about, I would say day and a half now. And there's been some tiny things that I have seen when it comes like straight off the bat when you're looking at the phone. And one thing is probably going to be that bezel on the outside is a lot thinner, in my opinion. When you're looking at it and comparing it to the iPhone 15 Pro, the bezel is a lot thinner. Let me see if I can compare them both. Like you can see like that. So that's the 16 Pro. I'm not sure if it comes off that well on the camera, but trust me, that smaller bezel does make a big difference. Also, the phone is a little bit bigger, so if we put them side by side, you can see that the 16 Pro is a tiny bit bigger. Not that you notice the size when you're using it, but combined with the smaller bezels and the tiny bit more real estate, it does make it seem like a better viewing experience. Now, in terms of weight, there's not much of a difference in the weight because they're both this titanium. There was a big difference from the 14 Pro to the 15 because they switched to the titanium material, but now they're generally around the same weight. And I went for this nice white titanium color because for the 14 Pro I had the gold color, for the 15 Pro I had natural titanium, and this new desert titanium was just basically gold for me. So I figured, why not go for the white titanium? You might notice I've already got a tempered glass screen protector on there, and I did make a video about that. It took me like under a minute to install. I'll leave a link somewhere here as well as the comments box below, as well as different screen protectors and cases that are good for the iPhone that I've previously liked. So if you want to grab yourself some, links will be in the description box below. Something I've also noticed, and this is kind of a tricky one, I feel like the phone is smoother. Now, this could be true, but this could also be me wanting it to be smoother as I'm using it, sort of like a confirmation bias for buying a brand new phone. But generally I feel like things run a bit smoother, but then again, it is a brand new phone, so it could just be that kind of experience of the new phone. If you've got an iPhone 16 Pro and you had a 15 Pro, let me know down below if you notice any differences straight off the bat. Because when it comes to something like battery, I can't really talk about the battery yet because I've only been using it for such a short period of time, and I need to give it maybe at least like a week or 5 days just to do a couple charges on it, just to get kind of an idea. But so far it's been pretty good. So something Apple did talk about a lot during the event was the Apple Intelligence and the inclusion of AI into the iPhone 16 Pro, which from what I saw at the event, I was pleasantly surprised. However, that's not coming out for a while now. Speaking of AI, here's the message from today's video sponsor, Bypass GPT. So I'm sure 90% of you have used ChatGPT for something. I'm guilty of it. Whether it's writing a script, presentation, or writing an email where you want to sound more professional, ChatGPT does the job. However, there's two issues with using ChatGPT, and that is, first, whatever ChatGPT does spit out is going to sound a bit robotic and not natural. And the second one, it's more than likely going to get flagged as not written by a human and written by AI. The last thing you want is when you send that cover letter for that job for the person to look it up and it says it wasn't written by you, it was written by a computer. And that's where Bypass GPT comes to the rescue. It does a couple different things. So the first thing being is you can copy text straight from ChatGPT, paste it into Bypass GPT, it will scan the text and let you know if it does come short and gets flagged by these AI detectors. And then you have 3 different levels where it's going to read, analyze your text, and it will make it sound more human and bypass the actual AI detectors. So I've been using it for the past week and I can definitely say it works very well. Give it a try, use the link below, and then choose the pricing structure that suits you best. And of course, use it responsibly. Thanks to Bypass GPT for sponsoring this video. Now, something that's had quite a bit of controversy online is that camera control button. And at first when I saw it, I thought it was just going to be a capacitive button, but it does actually click as well. And then it will open up the camera straight away, which is a benefit that I do like about it. However, all this using the camera control to swipe through the settings of the camera and choosing different things, I kind of feel like it's not going to be used that much, because in order for me to start swiping through all the different settings like this, I feel like it would just be easier for me to just tap on the screen what I want. But that may just take some getting used to, and that will be something we definitely talk about in the full review. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. See if it's actually any use or if it's just kind of gimmicky at the minute. I do like the fact that you can press it quickly and the camera opens up. You don't have to press and hold on the screen, and sometimes it doesn't do it. So there will be a full review of the iPhone 16 Pro in a couple of days, maybe 3-4 days. I'm not sure yet. If there's anything specifically you want to know about the iPhone 16 Pro, or even about the iPhone 16 Pro compared to the 15 Pro, do let me know in the comments box below and I'll answer anything I basically can. I'm thinking of doing a camera comparison as well. Maybe even, what do you think? Should I just do a camera comparison between the 16 Pro and the 15 Pro, or just do a solo camera test of the 16 Pro to see what it's capable of? Because I think a lot of people are not sure about moving from the 15 Pro to the 16 Pro. Is it worth it or not? And we'll talk about that in the review as well. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions for content that you want to see, do let me know in the comments box below. I'll be sure to try anything I can. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, because that's how you're going to know when the new videos come out. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.